the real and hidden meaning of prize of war, Shalal, in Jeremiah 39:18. In the book of Jeremiah, we encounter a righteous Ethiopian named Ebed-Melech, a man who played a critical role in saving the prophet Jeremiah from certain death. When the Babylonians conquered Judah, they burned the city, ransacked its treasures, and either killed or enslaved most of its people. Only the very poor were left behind. But amid this destruction, something unexpected happened. Jeremiah, who had been imprisoned, was set free by the Babylonians. Yet it was not the Babylonians who truly delivered him. It was the hand of God. And God had a special message for Ebed-Melech, a message filled with deep spiritual significance. Jeremiah 39:18, ESV. For I will surely save you, and you shall not fall by the sword, but you shall have your life as a prize of war, because you have put your trust in me, declares the Lord. This phrase, prize of war, comes from the Hebrew word shalal, which means something forcefully taken by the winner after a battle, something seized as spoils of war. But this raises an important question. Why does God describe Ebed-Melech's survival as a prize of war, Shalal? What war was fought? Who was the real victor? There are two possible explanations, but only one truly makes sense. Possibility 1, Babylon won the war, and Ebed-Melech is a spoil of that victory. If we take Shalal in its typical military sense, then this would mean Babylon is the victor and Judah is the loser. Ebed-Melech is rescued like plunder, spared from the fate of his fellow countrymen. But there are serious problems with this interpretation. Ebed-Melech was not taken by Babylon, he was spared by God. The reward came from God, not from Babylon, so calling him spoils of Babylonian victory doesn't fit. Clearly, this is not what God meant. So, what does Shalal really mean here? Possibility 2, God won the war against Judah's evil, and Ebed-Melech is the prize. The real war was not between Babylon and Judah, it was between God and Judah's sin. This was a spiritual war, not just a military one. Judah had rebelled against God, worshipping idols and oppressing the innocent. God had decreed judgment, using Babylon as his instrument of punishment. In this view, God is the true conqueror. He won the battle against Judah's corruption, against the demons that had enslaved the hearts of its people, and Ebed-Melech was the spoil taken from the wreckage, a righteous man plundered from destruction. Why this interpretation makes sense? The verse explicitly ties Ebed-Melech's survival to his faith. Because you have put your trust in me, Jer 39:18. His survival was not random, but a reward for trusting God. It aligns with other biblical themes where God preserves a faithful remnant. Noah was rescued from the flood, Lot was saved from Sodom, Ebed-Melech was spared from Judah's destruction. It fits the prophetic message of Jeremiah. God's judgment was against Judah's wickedness, and only the righteous would be delivered. So in this view, the war was not just about nations, it was about righteousness versus wickedness. God won, and Ebed-Melech was plundered from destruction as a reward for his faithfulness. Final takeaway, the hidden power of God's rescue. This passage is more than just a historical event, it reveals a timeless spiritual truth. When God brings judgment upon corruption, he always rescues those who trust in him. Ebed-Melech was not just spared, he was won as a prize, a soul delivered from destruction. This is the pattern of redemption. In times of judgment, God still seeks to save those who put their faith in him. Are you putting your trust in God as Ebed-Melech did? This powerful story reminds us that even when the world around us is falling apart, those who trust in the Lord will be rescued, snatched from destruction as his prize of war.